it need to be something out here that like something that I know that people gonna be like feeling like when it's like I wanted to make something that like when you overcome something.
Yeah.
Right. When you beat the odds, right?
Yes.
Like I always talk about going to the moon because the moon is like this place that everybody see, but can't touch, can't go. And I always compare like a rocket ship. I say like, okay, you have a rocket ship that goes to the moon, but it goes through gravity.
Yeah.
And, you know, gravity is what holds us items, shit down on Earth.
Yeah.
Well, when I say go to the moon, that means we have to break through gravity to get to the moon. The moon is like this, is like our goals, it's our destination.
Yes.
When we hug these mics, we get healthy.
Oh man. Oh, they're packed in there, dude.
My ass.
Look at that.
When we hug these mics, we get healthy.
You're listening to the Mighty Healthy Podcast. Hi, I'm Jeff. My friends call me Hefe.
Who this?
What's happening, everybody? It's long live over everything, the one and only Woulf. I am the hottest artist from Cleveland, Ohio. And I've been doing music for a while now, about 6 years. And we got many more to come, baby. We just released our released a new single called Hard in It, which is out on all platforms. The video is out right now. We just cracked over, I think, 12,000 on the video. So it's been a big blessing. The video came out in July 15th. We just been pushing hard, man. And, you know, y'all rocking out with the one and only. You did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's talk about the video first. You kind of took like this, you know, like in the era that we're in, people talk about like, you know, being body positive and all of that. And it seems like you kind of wanted to showcase that in the video. Can you just talk about like the direction you wanted to go with your music video?
Yeah. Hefe read my mind. I was going to ask about the very thick model, you know. Yeah. Good choice, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mahogany, man. She came through and did her one too, man. She really showed out. You know, my whole thing is because I wanted to really highlight what I like. You know, I mean, I love all women, you know what I'm saying? Women's sizes, that's no problem. It's just that I felt like videos now, they don't really show the natural. And so I wanted to show natural. I wanted to show that, you know what I'm saying? There's beautiful, beautiful women of all different sizes on this planet. So, you know, being able to put her in this video and highlight her and let her shine the way she did, man, it was like, come on, let's do it. You know, and I kind of want to, and me personally, with my whole life, I've always been a person who was real subconscious with my body. So, you know, I kind of wanted to, again, highlight that, even just it being in a tank top, just being on the beach, or even with the jacket, it was just kind of just going in for that kill with, you know, being aware, like, hey, it's okay to be you, it's okay to be beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I know with the record, you were saying that this wasn't a record that you selected, that you wanted to put out. It was really your fan base loved the record and got you to put it out. Like, how are you like as an artist? Because I know sometimes artists are very sensitive about their work, and you know they want to have as much control over it as possible. How were you able to allow that to just to like let your fans push you in the direction that they wanted to see you go?
Man, you know, that's a good one, because my fans are wicked. You know, shout out to the whole fan base. Shout out to everybody part of Rebel Nation world. Everybody who get those emails. You know, without y'all, first of all, to say without my fans, man, I wouldn't be who I am today. What happened was with this whole single, I had another record that I was debating on to put out too. And so I'm like, man, I want to put this out. I love this record. I felt like this record was more like, it was at the time was like more was going on in the world, because it was like, it's more like emotional. But I felt like Hard in It too was dope, because like it had a nice vibe to it. Like it was to me, it's like unmatched.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, instead of me doing it, instead of like, cause if you wait on me, sometimes I won't even put the shit out. I'll be sitting on there contemplating, like, I want to put this out, I want to put that out. So I say, you know what? I love both. I love all my music.
Yeah.
But I can't stream my music a million times.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about the fans at the end of the day, because my music is speaking to them. It's speaking to the people who don't know me, who pick up my shit off of somebody else's on somebody else's story, or they in the car, hey, check out my homeboy, or check out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just found him on, check him out. So I think, right, like, I'm gonna let my fans determine the next single.
Yeah.
I had it where it was Untitled 1 and Untitled 2. I didn't even have the names yet. I took my fans on the whole entire process. I said, y'all pick either Untitled 1 or Untitled 2. Well, even though I like Untitled 2, everybody chose Untitled 1.
Yeah.
I had an idea of what I wanted to for the single cover to be, but I asked the fans. I said, hey, y'all like this or do y'all like this?
Yeah.
It was like, we like the second one. It wasn't my choice, but say, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, well, I keep on saying Harden it in the song, so I'm like, how y'all feel about Harden it being the title? They're like, make that the title.
Yeah.
I wanted my fans to have full control pretty much over like this whole entire single. You know, from the cover, the title, to which song is being pushed or which song we're dropping, to even just like, hey, you know, y'all got any, like, y'all, I asked people to make videos, but this song was one of those songs that people just was like naturally attracted to make videos, whether they was rapping it, singing it in the car, it was on their skateboards, they were playing the guitar, whatever it was. People feel so compelled to this record that it's just doing what it's doing organically, and that's what's up, man. Like, that's how I know I like, okay, we got something.
Yeah. And
so I guess you kind of co-signed Kendrick when he made the rumor mills about the stretch marks line, right? Like in the girls with the stretch marks, all natural.
Yeah, man. Like, dude, ain't nothing like some good tiger stripes, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, I mean, I think that's the time that we're in. You know, you try to be as authentic and as connected as possible. And I think that's a good way of approaching it. Connecting to the fans directly and showing them everything as real as it is and as it should be. You know, but what was your motivation for making Harden it? Like, what are the origins? Like, what was your thought process, your feeling going into that record?
So when I actually heard the beat, man, I was like, man, like, dude, I needed to make something that I felt good about. You know what I mean? Like, I dropped my last project, my last full-length project, was actually my first. It's my second full-length project, Dark Side of the Moon. I love that project a lot, and a lot of people loved it. But it was something that was like, I felt like I still was missing something. I still was missing something at that time. And it was like, okay, we're going through a pandemic.
Yeah.
It need to be something out here that, like, something that I know that people gonna be like feeling like it's like, I wanted to make something that, like, when you overcome something.
Yeah.
Right? When you beat the odds, right?
Yes.
Like, I always talk about going to the moon because the moon is like this place that everybody see, but can't touch, can't go. And I always compare like a rocket ship. I say, like, okay, you have a rocket ship that goes to the moon, but it goes through gravity.
Yeah.
And, you know, gravity is what holds us items, shit down on Earth.
Yeah.
Well, when I say go to the moon, that means we have to break through gravity to get to the moon. The moon is like this, is like our goals, it's our destination.
Yes.
So for us to do that, we have to go through gravity, and gravity is beating the odds. So it's your environment, it's the people around you, it's the circumstances that we're living in.
Yeah.
We can't perform, we can't do big shows, but we can still connect with people through podcasts. We can still connect with people through interviews.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are down because of the pandemic, but you still can rise up. And so we're hardened it being one of them ones that was like, that club open up, that first bottle being popped in the club, or, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like, I just did this, that, and third. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just hit 100,000 in the bank. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Just, you go hard for what you want. We don't work hard for this. You could tell them my heart in it. You do what I'm saying? So, you know, and then the follow-up, I love a woman with some confidence. You know what I mean? The type to get it back and go balling with. Like, that's like, that kind of just plays off of being confident in who you are, knowing that you're going to overcome everything that comes your way.
Yeah. I see it. That's gonna be the record I listen to when the gyms finally open up in New York. You know? Like, when you're working out. I mean, for me, that's how I see that record. You know, you're trying to overcome just those feelings, those thoughts, those anxieties of when you're working out, trying to get to that next level. That's how I see it for me. You know?
Yeah.
Help you get rid of the man tits, I guess, you developed since the pandemic, huh, Hefe?
Oh yeah. I put on a few pounds,
Hey, that quarantine weight real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's real. It's real. Yeah.
Did you end up getting the quarantine 10 or 20? Because people kind of choose between.
It's a bit more than that, man. Yeah.
You know what? We've been talking so much about Heartin' It, and it's a catchy song. The hook is inspiring itself too. Like you said, it's enough to motivate you to get in the gym once things are open. Hopefully September 1st, I think they said here in New York. I don't know how things are in Ohio for you, Woulf. Are they open, or how open is stuff in general now?
Yeah, I mean, things are pretty open. You know, our gym's been open. Honestly, for man, everything been open except for like venues, amusement parks is open, but it's like limited hours. You know what I mean? Like everything pretty much limited, man. Like, but yeah, we still up. We up and running though. Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Mike DeWine definitely been doing his one too. I ain't gonna lie, Mike DeWine been putting it down though, because he you know what I'm saying? He is like enforce the mask wearing and all that. You know what I mean? So that's pretty dope. So, you know, shout out to the big dog, Mike DeWine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right.
And Hefe, I think it's appropriate enough, since we talked about Heartin' It, we might as well play it right now. Give the people a taste of what he's got to offer. Woulf.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, so we'll go into Woulf's current single out there right now.
Can I bring it in?
Sure, please go ahead.
All right. So look, right now we're about to tune into my single, my hit single, Heartin' It. It's the one and only, long live over everything, the one and only Woulf. You dig?
Shawty, I got what's been missing. Watch, I let my position. You said the game has been tripping. No, I got good intentions. Been through more than some seasons. Brittany told me my demons, good or bad, be the reasons I'm faded. Youngest nigga out my city, look how I made it. Told my mama, look at what your son created, yeah. Now his lines around the block just to see a nigga rock. You should've seen the way they look up on their face. Life ain't all bad, this money all good. Had a dream, I made a song to get my family out the hood. This that life that we want.
What's up? You need some help? You know, like mixing all your colors up.
This not my first time. Wait, you want to show me?
We done work hard for this. You can tell I'm my heart in it. I love my women with some confidence. Hard to get it back and go ballin' with. We was trapping out apartments. Home to your dome where the carbon is. We done popped out carbonate. And when we top down, know what time it is. We done worked hard for this. You can tell I'm my heart in it. Love my women with some confidence. Time to get it back and go ballin' with. We was trapping out apartments. Don't see a dome where the carbon is. We done popped out carbonate. And when we top down, know what time it is. Yeah. Make diamond rings, flooded out the wrist, stay focused. And you know I'm with the wolves, throwing up foes. Baby girl saying that I'm chosen. Can't stand too close, all my niggas on go. When it's top down, you know. Can't sell my soul, shorty know my style too cold. Happen when the drip get froze. You know my heart in it. You can tell I'm my heart in this. Never woman with some confidence. Wide body band, she could try to stick. Freak hoe, talk all type of shit. She could take pipe and do all types of tricks. You know Woulf can't find a miss. And when we top down, know what time it is. We done work hard for this. You can tell I'm my heart in it. I love my women with some confidence. Hard to get it back and go ballin' with. We was trapping out apartments. Don't see a dome where the carbon is. We done popped out carbonate. And when we top down, know what time it is. We done worked hard for this. You can tell I'm my heart in it. Love my women with some confidence. Hard to get it back and go ballin' with. We was trapping out apartments. Don't see a dome where the carbon is. We done popped out carbonate. And when we top down, know what time it is. Yeah. I'm on top again like a chimney. I lost my brother, dog. Tell me, can you feel me? I used to sleep all in the parking lots empty. I had to find a way. I'm moving A's, making ends meet. I can tell these niggas mad, man, they envy. I know what it was, pussy nigga, when you met me. Probably cause I got some diamonds on my pinky. Probably cause I'm fucking boss bitches, don't tempt me. Come and walk a mile in these forces. Fuck around and make the wrong move, get it started. She got a fatty, then you know she important. Every time that I'm in there, she gon' ride me like the horses. I had to change up on the trip. Know that Woulf up in the kitchen, getting rich with all my partners, been a mission. Know that shit changed when you coming from the bottom and you making it your day one doing things a little different. We done work hard for this. You can tell I'm my heart in it. I love my women with some confidence. Hard to get it back and go ballin' with. We was trapping out apartments. Don't see a dome where the carbon is. We done popped out carbonate. And when we top down, know what time it is. We done worked hard for this. You can tell I'm my heart in it. Love my women with some confidence. Hard to get it back and go ballin' with. We was trapping out apartments. Don't see a dome where the carbon is. We done popped out carbonate. And when we top down, know what time it is. Yeah.
Watching, you're listening to the Mighty Healthy Podcast. I'm Jeff. My friends call me Hefe.
Who this?
Who this?
Hey, long live, baby.
We got
long live
Woulf
over
here.
everything. The one and only Woulf. You feel me?
You just heard Heart in It. This is the record that's gonna help us overcome everything that we've been experiencing in 2020. I mean, it's been one of those years. I don't think it's anything that we predicted, but you know, I think with this mindset, you'll be able to overcome all the things that have been thrown our way.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. That's a fact. Everything, like, you know, it's a fun record. You know, you could turn up to it. You could ride, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you could just catch your vibe. Whatever your vibe is, that's like, you know what I'm saying? It can be for any type of situation, anytime. You dig?
Yeah. Now, before we start, you know, who this man Woulf, we were talking about some other things that he's working on.
Okay.
He's doing movies.
Ooh, okay.
You know, he has a political consciousness. You know, let's speak about that for a moment. Just the state of the country. Like, what are your thoughts on everything? Like, what do you think is the direction the country's going in now?
You know what? I think that the country right now is, I mean, we're like really enraged right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's a lot of confusion, but it's a lot of excitement going on just because we got this presidential campaign, both Democratic and the Republicans going on.
Yeah.
The election is later this year, which I'm telling everybody to vote, get out and vote. I'm not telling y'all who to vote for. Just get out and vote for what you feel like is right. You see what's going on in the country right now. So you've been seeing what goes on in the country, not just like just a recent, but just previously. Make the right decisions. You feel me? Just make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? We got this pandemic. We got the economy just crashing and crashing and crashing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got all this injustice going on. Yeah, like the revolution is here. You know what I mean? The revolution is here. For real.
A lot of changes with this. A lot of things are going to take place over the next few months.
Yeah,
you know?
For real. And so, go ahead.
Yeah, and you're in this movie.
Yeah.
You're in Judas and the Messiah. McKay Stanfield is in it. It tells the story of Fred Hampton.
Right.
Tell us how you were able to join that film, and just the process of being in a movie so early in your career.
For sure. Well, shout out to my homegirl Micah. She out in Akron, Ohio. She really the one who put me onto it. You know what I mean? So like, she sent me the link, and she was like, "Man, check this out. It might not be something that you into, might be. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm like, shit, my mind already there with movies. So I'm like, shit, this right up my alley for real. So I'm gonna see what it here for. Just even then too, just going there to network. Cause I'm a networking type of dude. So I like, you feel me? I go and I have like stickers, stickers on me and shit like that. I have, I got stickers on me too. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably pretty much, this the sticker right here.
Yeah.
I pretty much, I pretty much like, man, I'm gonna just network, see who are there, peek my head in, I ended up going and I ended up signing my name, and then they sized me. And I'm like, damn, like they sized me in a whole outfit.
Yeah. And
knowing what type of movie, so when I first got into it, I didn't never know what it was really about. They just said it was a movie based off of the Black Panthers. I'm like, all right, cool. So my mind went instantly to like the 70s, the 80s, the 80s. I'm like, okay, well, all right. So I'm like, they dressed me up in the whole, the whole get up. I'm like, this all right. This kind of, ooh. Yeah. And so, they had me do my headshot and everything. And it was like, okay, all right, that's cool. Then going back again for the actual shoot day, I got a haircut. So they told me, don't get your haircut, come like, from the time I went to get fitted to the time that the first day of shooting, it was like, just keep your hair, get nappy.
Yeah.
Get your, grow your shit out. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I go, they glue hair on me. They glued fake hair on me to have a full afro. They picked my hair on top out, and they threw a little makeup on me, and I was Henry from 5th Street.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it was dope, man. It was a dope experience. Again, I got to meet a lot of people. A lot of people not from Cleveland that really do things in the entertainment industry or just for the culture. And this movie, man, is definitely for the culture. I advise everybody to go see it, of all backgrounds, just to see what really went on during these times with Black Panthers and why the Black Panthers pretty much crumbled.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of confusion of, of what's going on in our culture today.
Is Fred Hampton Jr. a part of it? Was he on set or anything like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was there. Yeah, we got to meet a lot of Panthers, man. A lot of some of the original Panthers were there, and they had, I guess they were called like Junior Panthers. I can't remember. They're like, which were some of the people who were like their kids, like Panthers kids, but they still kept the legacy going.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a scene where I'm standing right next to him. I'm standing right next to a Panther, and so that was just dope. Even just getting to politic with him, and just be like, because he's from Chicago.
Yes.
So just really, like I said, just politic with him, and just find out what really like happened, and from his eyes, and and basically how like a lot of the gangs in Chicago even started.
Yeah.
You did what I'm saying? So it was just a dope experience, man. Dope energy. And all that you can see all of that in the movie. Like just the energy, the Daniel Kaluuya, he's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
And man, I just can't wait for y'all to see it.
I was just reading up on it because, forgive me for not being so familiar with Fred Hampton, but I just saw he was killed at 21 of all things, like so young.
Yeah. And for him to be so powerful, and who he, to him basically have his own chapter.
Yeah.
As the Black Panther at a young age, that spoke a lot of volumes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so, pretty much him being able to do that, and unfortunately him being assassinated at such a young age, that speak a lot of volumes, even just for like us being young, just, for all like the people who young, man, just believe in what you believe in and watch who follow you. You know what I'm saying? And then you will always have people who try to bring you down. Again, that's gravity.
Yeah.
But it's time to defy gravity. If it ain't a better time, it's now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's like you're saying, we're in the perfect time to make a lot of change. There's a lot of things that people can learn from based off what's happening in present day, and there's a lot of good things that can come out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
For sure. It's just, again, we just gotta. It's time for the revolution. It's time for the new cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's time for a new era. Yeah.
Now, you were also mentioning just how you're into filmmaking, directing videos. Like, we spoke about this beforehand, but just how did you get into it? Like, what drew you into filmmaking and having that interest?
As a kid, man, really just being able to find another way out, another avenue from depression in movies. I'd have seen a lot as a kid. I'd experienced a lot as a kid. I've seen both my parents go through divorce and just the physical abuse and the mental abuse, and that shit just kind of weighed on me. And just being the only child, and being the youngest grandchild, everybody like 5, 6, 7 years older than me. So I kind of grew up pretty much alone, and just not having really too many people to talk to and express that with. I besides writing all my pain out, I used to write before, like write sentences and shit like that, and then it turned into poetry later on. But besides that, I would love to go. I always loved to go to movies on Fridays as a kid. It was either Friday or Saturday. I'll just go to the movies, see what's out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just, I admired how they would make the actor look more intimidating. At that time, I'm like 8, 9. I'm saying shit like, "Oh, this person's scary," but then the next scene or the next 2 scenes, the way the camera angled, it's like, "Oh, they could really be friendly." So are they really mean or are they really good? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as I get older, and again I get into music and making music videos, I realize, like, okay, certain angles make a person look inferior or make a person look powerful. So, being able to wanting to do that for myself, but then also working on my label, bringing in artists and helping them bring out their vision, that's what I want to be into. Even just stepping away from the MC, being an MC real quick, just to help, just to direct and, come up with treatments for artists to bring their vision out. Because even with my songs, like, am I trying to make people feel good at the end of the video, even though it's a sad song, or am I trying to make people feel sad at the end of the video, even though it's a good song, even though it's a positive, it's an upright song. You know what I mean? So, just being able to portray that vibe and show it out to the people. You know what I mean? Because music is the most powerful language on this planet.
What's the name of your record label? Are you working with any artists now?
Nah, just really me, man. I'm just trying to get pretty much my feet wet. My label is called Revelation World. Okay. So right now the movement is having all my fans are called rebels.
Okay.
And they're a part of this planet called Rebel Nation World.
Okay.
And so with them being rebels, it's not really just about being just you know what I'm saying, somebody who just always getting in trouble. It's part of the defying gravity. Because when you're a rebel, you react, you engage, you evolve, you react, engage, believe, you evolve, and you lead.
Yeah.
Anything that happens in your life, you always got to react to it. Once you react, you engage. To move on and to continue being that beast that you are, you got to believe in your actions. Once you believe in your actions, you evolve, you learn, and once you learn, you lead others.
Hard in it. We played that. The video is streaming online. It's on YouTube. What's some of your where can people see you online?
You can find me everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Tag, LinkedIn. Everything is Long Live Woulf. That's LONGLIVEWOULF. And I have a website too, longlivewoulf.com. That's LONGLIVEWOULF. And I have a merchandise website where I'm selling on my apparel. I have fire apparel. That's longlivewoulf.com/SHOP. Come shop Woulf. Who don't want me in their closet? You can get you a shirt, a tank top, match it with your favorite jeans, rock out with your favorite shoes. That's perfect.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be picking up some shirts soon. Tell us about the design, the logos.
For sure. So all right, so this is the logo pretty much, right?
Yeah.
This right here is the Woulf head. This is Woulf, you know what I'm saying? Which me and him, we got a lot of great things coming. It's gonna be wicked. You know, my guy right here, he's actually gonna be somebody. You know, he's gonna turn into somebody. Which is saying that it's a play on that. He's going to turn into somebody, but he's really going to turn into somebody.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's a double entendre.
Yeah. I get it. I see it. Yeah.
The crosses right here represents the highs and lows of life, which is my sound. I usually do when you listen to my music, I have a melodic sound into my music. Even when I'm spitting, it's melodic. I'm from Cleveland. Cleveland is known for melodies. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Kid Cudi, MGK's from Cleveland. We have a great melodic sound to us. You know, we'll stand for working on uplifting life fully. Again, you have the highs and lows of life, upside down, right side up. It's the highs and lows. You know what I'm saying? You're never always good. You're never always down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again with the eyes, I love the eyes because a lot of people ask me like, what does the eyes represent? What does the eyes stand for? Why are they crossed out?
Yeah.
It's because you know what? When you listen to music, music paints a picture without you having to look at it. So that's why if you notice his ears aren't crossed out, just the eyes. When you have music, when you listen, when you submerge yourself into music and you hear the production, you hear the quality of the recording, you listen to the message, you listen to the melody, that shit'll take you places. That's why you get captivated. That's why you get mesmerized by what somebody's saying or you know, a certain record like that shit wavy. Like that's why when people say that shit wavy, because that shit'll take you there. That shit'll take you there.
Yeah, music is powerful. Like, I agree with that.
I have a question though, considering you're from Ohio and you did
What's up?
You did reference Bone Thugs and Cudi. We're all too familiar with Cudi over here. I think he's a fan. He won't admit to it, but I am. I got no shame in that. But what is it? What is it with Ohio and the moon? Because Cudi's about the moon too. Bone Thugs is like, you know, alleging towards the moon and like higher stuff. And is Ohio like closer to the moon than we are, or what is it that draws you to the moon so much? Hey, and you're a wolf.
Hey, you know what though? And I love that question, man. I love that question. Because I love talking about that. I think, you know what it is though? I just think that we are I think, well, one, you know, we have some of the original. We have a lot of people that work from NASA that's from here. I mean, that's what I know that. I know, you know, I know that, but that's like, I don't know if that's fully it. But if you ask me, like, what is it? I'm gonna say that we have a lot of people that's from NASA. I actually just met a young lady too. She was one of the ladies for that worked with NASA for Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
She was a part of that. And so, you know, she's from Cleveland, Ohio. And I just, you know, I just think we just with the shits. Like, Kid Cudi's the man on the moon. We got another great artist that just signed to Def Jam, YFL Kelvin. Shout out YFL Kelvin. His logo is a fucking rocket ship. Like, we just with the shit. We just with the shits. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know though, but that's if you ask me, that's my thing. You might ask somebody down the street, they might say something else. You know, I just think we just spacey, man. We space kids, and that's what people love, man. People love the moon. You know, it's so funny because like a lot of people are into the constellation. Yeah. And you know, and all the signs, like the solar signs and stuff like that, or the what do you call them? The signs of the stars. Yeah, like that's what, you know what I'm saying. That's we're a lot of people are into that, and I think here in Cleveland, man, we're connected to that shit on another level, man. You know what I mean? I think it's something spiritual. I just think it's like we feel it. We take things and we, you know, again, I think going to the moon, man, it's like it's defying gravity. It's defying that the fact that the Browns, they never won a championship. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the Indians that went to the World Series, you know what I'm saying, and we never won. You know what I'm saying? Or we won, but how many years ago was that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, again, we beat the odds. And I think, like, honestly, to tell you the truth, with me sticking with this message, I think this could be something that we stand on. This really could be like the seed to plant. For what is when somebody asks the next artist or the actress asks me, what's up with y'all in the moon? Well, shit, we defy gravity. You know what I'm saying? So we setting trends, baby.
what was it like in Cleveland? Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was gonna say it'd be cool if, like, of all places, you just bump into somebody from NASA in Ohio, because I don't think we get that too often over here.
Yeah.
Not really, no.
And you know what? And shit, I ain't gonna cap, like that shit kind of tripped me out too, because like this would happen maybe about 2 years ago. I was at a gas station, and like again, I just talked to people. I'd be like, man, so it was you know, she came and she pulled up in like was it a Beamer? I think it was a Mercedes. It was a whatchamacallit? It was a BMW. And I just asked her, like, you know, I always ask people, like, what's your profession? What do you do? She's like, well, I'm retired. I'm like, well, what were you doing? She's like, I worked at NASA. It's like, you know, Hidden Figures. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I was one of the original members of that women lineup of working on helping people go to the moon. I'm like, damn, I'm like, you real life history. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I just, like I said, I just think that shit is just phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Hearing that, and then she's a woman of color. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You feel me? Yeah. So
that's powerful.
Dang, hell yeah. Shit, that made my little black boy joy go crazy. Like, what? Oh, shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was happy, man. I was happy to hear that.
What are your thoughts on, you know, like today, in these times, one of the things that's talked about is winning with black women, protecting black women, supporting black women. What are your thoughts on that? That's like some of the talk today.
Protect black women at all costs.
Yes.
And I mean, it's just hands down. Protect black women at all costs. Like, you know what I'm saying? So just because, man, like it's a lot of, again, like, and honestly, tell you the truth, man, I say that, and I say protect. We gotta protect black men at all costs too, because you know what I'm saying? Like, we go through a lot of shit too, man. We go through hella shit.
Yes.
Black women, man, they go through so much because I just read some shit about black women and, you know, having babies. How scary that shit is. That's a lot of black women who lose. Like, I have a friend, and her cousin just lost her child through birth. Like, ready to get the baby and everything, and then the baby didn't make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Desiree, girl, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you. So, you know, sending my prayers to her and her family. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something hard. You know, we're against so much here, man. You know, like they say, I've even said where to say when it comes to birth, it's better to have a black doctor give that birth, because a black doctor is gonna know how to maneuver things and make that woman feel comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, when it comes to the black women, man, when it comes to black women, black men, we have to look out for one another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have, us as black men, we have targets on our back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not only from on the government side of things, but shit, we got our own. You feel me? We got our own that got targets on us. You feel me? Like, the moment you get hot, shit, you got a target on you.
Oh yeah.
You ain't even got shit in your bank, but you a target because you hot.
Yeah.
Because you popping. You know, if you feel me? So that's like one of them things, man. We really gotta do a lot better. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do a lot better. And you know what I'm saying? I love you, Megan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Megan, if you hear this, call me. Megan, my DMs are open. Hit me in my DM, Megan.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Speaking of Megan, I mean, that was a tough story to follow.
Yeah,
you know,
and I genuinely love Tory, man. I think Tory is probably one of the most, he's one of the most creative, and he's one of the most talented dudes in hip hop. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like I was just listening to one of my friends talk about Tory, man. Tory was like, it was like, dude, Tory's Tory. Tory don't have to Tory don't have to be no type of way. And I'm like, man, that's true, because when you can do a lot of stuff, when you can go on a record and speak patois and then come off and then speak American English, so fluently, like that takes all that. That's a craft all on its own. That's art on its own. Because when you speak broken English, right, you in a mindset because you have to have a certain type of dialect, it's a certain type of accent. Your vocal box got to go a certain type of way to hit certain words the right way.
Yeah.
Then you flip right. Then you snap of the fingers. You go right back to American English. Well, you a dog. You a beast.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm praying for Megan. I'm praying for Tory, man. Just, I hope that, what I'm saying, like, Tory, I'm glad Megan ain't, Megan ain't she, she's able to continue to be the great person that she is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with Tory, man, I just hope that, he can find help to get through this, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's mental or spiritual, because, I know that's another thing, man. Us black men, man, we got a lot of mental problems. We got a lot of mental problems. And so, and unfortunately, you hear from another black man, you dead, why you crying?
Yeah.
Why you good, you all right. Then you hear from unfortunately you hear from black women like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you be all right, you good, you know what I'm saying? Then you hear from the courts. Well, because you're like this, well, you're gonna get this with no type of sorrowness, you know what I'm saying, or no type of, you know what I'm saying, understanding. Like, y'all put me and my family in the jets.
Yeah.
You feel me? Y'all leave us in a desert. There is no type of resources around us, but yet you expect me to not rob and not kill for what I need. but
Yes.
ain't no opportunities around me. So
Yeah.
now, me knowing that all the people, all the dudes that's around me that look like me, we on the same shit. We on the same type of time. And then when we fucking with the women, shit, they like shit, nigga. What you gonna do? We got kids. You got to do something.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Like you got to do something.
That's true.
You got to do so. And then we can't do nothing because we already made a mark on our records. We already made a mark on our records. Now we can't get no good job. So now what the fuck you want us to do? Now we fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we was going to the league. You know what I'm saying? So now what you gonna rap? You gonna rap? You gonna sell drugs? You gonna do what? You gonna do something?
Yeah.
Hopefully that it's gonna help you get further up. You feel me in life? But you know what I'm saying? It's hard, man. So we gotta look out for each other.
Yeah. Gotta look out. Gotta educate each other. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You're watching. You're listening to the Mighty Healthy Podcast. I'm Jeff. My friends call me Hefe.
Who this?
And it's long live Woulf, baby. You dig? Yeah.
So, how is Cleveland when LeBron brought the championship?
Wicked. I was there. Wicked. Well, let me say where I was at. I was in the studio.
Okay.
I was in the studio. I forgot what song I was recording at that time. But I was in the studio. Hey, my engineer, he like, hey, bro, come out here. It was like the last 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
He like, bro, come out here. And we just put it off while we watched it. And we was like, we seen that block.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then the shot. Oh my God. Oh my God. And we watched the clock go down. And we was like, I think we jumped up and then we hugged each other. We was about ready to go downtown. Right after the game, they showed what downtown looked like on TV. And we like, yeah, no, we ain't going nowhere. We about to finish this session. Because downtown was so ugly. Yeah. It was so ugly. People was stepping on people's cars, just jumping up and down, going crazy. It was like a time to be alive. For real. Oh man. If you was from Cleveland, you could have been in Germany, or you could have been in Tokyo. You from Cleveland, you going crazy. Or if you're from Akron, because Akron is actually the birthplace of LeBron. Yeah. So, and Akron about 45 minutes out from Cleveland. So, everybody know Akron was going dumb. Akron was going crazy. Cleveland was going crazy, man. We ain't never won no championship. Yeah. We ain't never won no championship, man. 2016 was the time to be alive, for real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The parade was so wicked. It was so many people on the parade. In the parade. It was so cool because we had everybody there. We had the Cavs there during the parade. We had who we had? We had Lake Erie Monsters because they won their division. Okay. Lake Erie Monsters, for those who don't know, is the hockey team. It's not a major. It's like a
minor league team.
The minor league team.
Okay.
Who we have there, man? We had Stipe there. Stipe, the I don't know how to say his last name, but the UFC fighter.
Yeah. Okay.
Cause he's from Cleveland.
Okay.
Who else we had? We had some of the Browns players there. MGK was there. He was hanging from the sign. That was wicked. He performed his song Till I Died. That was bitch, I'm from the land. So like he performed that. It was just wicked, man. It was just like a time to be alive. Yeah. The time to be alive. It was good energy. Dude, wicked. Wow, wicked.
Who this? I don't know how you feel about this, but I think we got to give MGK some credit. He got Megan Fox.
I was just gonna bring that up. You read my mind practically because he ran through a levy of some baddies, ending up now with Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Even though he got her past the prime, not so much as we remember her. I guess she kind of, I don't know, slimmed down. I don't know. I don't remember her as keenly as I did before, like in Transformers, like bent over with the hood popped on the engine, looking over, talking the mechanic jargon, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, she has 3 kids now, but it's still Megan Fox. I mean, I think he got Megan Fox. I think he had Amber Rose at some point. Was it?
Yeah.
Post or pre Kanye?
I think it was
Post Kanye, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Gotta give him credit. He got Megan Fox. You know?
Credit due, yeah, but then I don't know if any of you guys are fans of wrestling like that. The MGK highlight I remember was when he got powerbombed off the stage by Kevin Owens, so that was a highlight for me. Take it as you can. I'm not really a fan. I mean, I don't wish him bad, but that was like, you know, funny enough to watch him get that done because it did make the rounds on Twitter the following day because people were happy to see something done.
That's lit. Yeah, the MGK, man, MGK definitely is one of them people who I feel like, you know, he's definitely a legend, you know, especially for the city of Cleveland. You know, I mean, honestly, and I'm not going to hold you. Let's be 100. Let's be 100. There has yet to be an artist to come at Eminem the way he came. Like, Eminem responded.
That's
he
true.
He held his own for a couple rounds.
That's true. Yeah. But didn't you think as an MC, wouldn't you think that was more of a, let's say, enhanced or more glorified version of Joe Budden versus Drake, where it was all Joe sending shots at Drake. Drake didn't even get back at him or nothing. But Eminem actually bothered to respond to MGK.
Yeah, I would have more the Joe Budden incident. I would feel more as like when Drake, it was Drake and Meek Mill, because Meek didn't really respond right away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Meek, I think responded with like 2 rounds later, 3 rounds later. Yeah. Nah, I think that was it was pretty cool though, because they, like I said, they were going pretty much round for round for real. You know what I'm saying? Like he was going on that. You know, you had the rap guy versus the rap devil. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it was all right, and then for MGK to pretty much put that off on his tour. See, a lot of people don't really know or remember, like he was actually on tour when he was doing that. So, you know, going back and forth like that, I was wicked, man. I was wicked. Yeah. Something like that would probably be like, again, Tory Lanez and Jordan Lucas. That was pretty sweet how they was going back and forth for a little time.
Yeah. True. And credit due to him for actually drawing Eminem out of his cave to actually respond to somebody with something somewhat decent. I'm not the biggest Eminem fan outside of like the first 3 albums, but yeah, he actually like lit a fire on his ass. Like Jay did Nas. Because of that, we got Ether, which is the better of the records, but still Jay has the longevity, the discography that kind of stands the test of time better.
Yep. And I just seen something about that too, about Ether. Like, to me, Ether was just one of them records, man, that like it was unfair.
Yeah,
it was unfair. It was almost like a Who Shot You? Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, because Hit 'Em Up was good. I ain't gonna Hit 'Em Up was really good, but like Who Shot You was that was disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make you go ahead.
You know what also so powerful about Ether, I mean, I came to find this out later, was that Carmen, who was with both Jay and Nas, was actually helping Nas get information on Jay, and that's what made that record hit so hard, because he already had some background information.
The mold.
Yeah. Once you got that mold, it's over because you get all like you said, you get all the information, you get the shit that you don't see coming, like that blind side hit, like, oh shit, damn, how you know?
Yeah.
Who'd you get?
You know? But it's like, like when Drake came. It's like when Drake came at me. Like what he said. He said you were staying right below me.
Yeah.
How did he? What? Dude. Dude, and he said, I played it 100 times. 100 times. I know you was tired of it. I know you was tired of it. And I ain't give no fucks. I probably pressed play, left the room, had it on repeat, and I went shopping. So while I'm shopping for 5 hours, it's probably playing in the background. Disrespectful. Just disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then Jay did kind of have to take an L, you know, in the grander scheme of things, because his mom made him apologize the following day when he did the follow with the ether.
Yeah. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Remember that was on Hot 97, I think, right, Jeff?
Yeah. Because when Jay did Super Ugly, he kind of just, you know, went out of pocket. So
was that when he said the condoms in the baby seat line?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I gotta go look at that. That's wicked.
Yeah.
His mama said you gotta go apologize.
Yep.
Following day, Hot 97 on the radio, he had to apologize for what he said.
Yeah.
What?
He took it too far. Yeah. Yeah. But now, you see what's happening now. You got Nas has a new album out. He has King's Disease, but Jay also puts out Entrepreneur. So it's kind of like they still have that either battle, or they're always pushing. You know, they're always going up against each other till this day.
Yeah, I think that's dope. But I think at the same time, I don't know how that really, you know, they could see it as like, oh, it's friendly competition, but I'm pretty like, I don't know. You just never know, man, because they have different. To me, how I see it though, on some real shit, I just see it like they gotta. It is a competition to see who is like. It's almost like, okay. I look at it almost like a little bit like how Drake and Tory was.
Yeah.
You know, they both from the same area. You know what I mean? They both represent the same shit. Tory being somebody who a little bit more talented than Drake, where like Nas is more like butter than on the steak than Drake. I mean, than Jay is. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay has more. I feel like more of the package. You know what I'm saying? He got more. You know, he got it, but it's like, and I'm saying Nas don't got it, but you know, it's that like, damn, I feel like you are better than me. But how can I? But I got the power pack. Yeah. You just got the starter kit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta listen to their new records, because I wonder, have y'all listened to them yet? Do they sound like they sound hot? Like, do you hear anything like, okay, yeah, he go, oh, this was a shot. Oh, this was a shot, right?
No.
It would have been nice.
For the most part, the records are it's more about empowerment. I mean, when you listen to the J record, it's like Black entrepreneurs. Like, I think, like, based off your movement, if you listen to Entrepreneurs, that'll just push you to go even harder.
Got it. Okay.
And then with King's Disease, it like overall the album, it's like, you know, you get King's Disease when you have a lot of success.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's more just, you know, it's just encouraging people to do more. You know, that's how I see it. You know,
so would you guys, let me ask y'all this though. Would you guys like to see a versus with like Nas and maybe I can't even say Jay, because I don't think that'll be fair, but would y'all like to see that? Would y'all like to see a versus between Nas and Jay?
No. Jay has way more hits. It'd be an easy win for him. Nas meant a lot more of what he said early on. Fell off at some point. He had those 2 horrible albums right before Stillmatic. And Jay had some bad albums too. I mean, what was the one when he came back from retirement, quote unquote?
Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come was yikes. That was no. And Blueprint 2,
I didn't
2.1.
like Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come was hot. Now Blueprint 3 was kind of
Blueprint 2 was no need.
Yeah.
Way too long and way too much or just nothing.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about Ye?
We're both fans of the music. He's kind of overstepped his boundaries as far as being a person goes. And ever since his mama passed, like, rest in peace, of course, his mama Donda. But he kind of clinging on way too long to, like, that excuse to be even used anymore for, like, his behavior.
Yeah.
I
mean, maybe he didn't get to heal yet, though. You know, heal that shit. That's your mama.
And then he did jump into the whole thing with Kim K too, which probably wasn't the healthiest thing for him either. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, but you know what? But I do feel like she definitely helped him. I definitely do feel like that. But like what you said, is jumping into a relationship, no matter what, is it healthy? Now, I believe that she helped him. I believe that she kind of like helped him more personally than maybe artistry, or maybe vice versa, because a lot of his stuff now, which you got to think, right, when he first came out, he was more like spiritual, overcoming, you know, uplifting type rap, right? And then when he came out with Graduation, I'm a Ye fan. When he came out with Graduation had shit that was for the runway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, and I love Graduation. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you have flashing lights. I mean, you can ride and listen to flashing lights. That's dope. But when you go to Paris Week, they probably flashing lights. What the fuck is a flashing light? It's a camera. You feel me? So it's like that shit is like, so but you know what? But you gotta see him as, I see him as, he took the overall package and elevated it. And I think that's dope as an artist, because now by Graduation, you got your own pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So now, you're stepping in that realm of fashion. And I think as any artist, as we climb and we have merch, like not a lot of artists have merch. I just came from a store that we have here in Cleveland, and it's a franchise business. Shout out to DTLR. I just came from DTLR, and they had like in the section, like, I don't know, they had in the back, but they also had the baby stuff. Shout out to the baby and $1 Billion Entertainment. They had NBA stuff, NBA YoungBoy. Shout out to NBA. Like, they had all these rappers.
Really?
Yeah, apparel in the stores. So I feel like at a point in time, you do start to be like, well, you know what? Let me see what this is hitting for over here.
Yeah.
And then you peek over there and you like, damn, this like a nice little lane. Then you might your sound might start changing into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your sound might see a different light because you yourself is in a different lane.
Yeah.
I love Dark Twisted Fantasy. I think Dark Twisted Fantasy, production wise, is amazing.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi came into play for good music, and he fucked his head all the way up with 808.
Oh.
808 was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, phenomenal. I feel like we don't give Jeezy enough credit on features. When Jeezy hopped on Amazing.
Oh yeah, he marked that. Yeah.
When Kanye and Jeezy got on what's the
Amazing,
Put On?
Right?
Yeah,
Put On. Right.
Come on, like, dude.
Yeah.
Ye brings out the best in people. Honestly,
Yeah.
when he hops on a record with somebody, he brings out the best in them.
Yeah.
For real. Ye is I don't know, man. Ye is like he's I feel like he's more than a trendsetter, man. He like, I don't know, man. It's pushing the boundaries of calling himself Jesus. That's an I don't know, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But like, just being just like I said, just with the position that he's in and the people that surround him, I think they really pumped him up to do what he's doing now. You know, running for the presidential thing. But hey, more power to him. If he get it, he get it. That's, you feel me?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Maybe
he might give like free equipment out, like free studio equipment, or he might give out free shoes. That'll be dope.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be nice for once for him to do that because you can't get them shits anymore at all.
And them bitches like $10,000 on like eBay or some shit. So yeah.
Do you remember the first drops he had with Nike? The blinks and the grays and all that?
For sure.
I'm still fiending for the blinks, and they're like 15,000 at like the cheapest I seen.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's a
the
crime.
very first Yeezys, man. Those bitches was so fucking crazy.
Oh my god, yeah,
those
they were
so
beautiful.
crazy. That was that was around the time he did the shit with Carrie Hilson. That was dope.
The ones in that video. Yeah.
Yep.
Those are the ones I was feeding for, and I saw the line like 2 days beforehand. Like, there's no chance.
You know what? And then remember when he did the shit with Louis again?
Yeah, the Louis joints. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know what's so amazing though? Like, let's look back on how long ago that was. And back then, who would have thought you had somebody that was a young kid, a young entrepreneur, a young intern that worked with Kanye and Louis? Who would have thought? What, 4 or 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years later, he would have turned into one of the most like trending brand dudes with V-Long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or not even V-Long, but V-Long, not V-Long, I'm sorry, but Off-White.
Virgil, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's 6, 7 years in the making, man. And that's one thing I had to learn about this music shit. It doesn't necessarily happen overnight.
Oh no, it does no.
You know what I'm saying? Microwave miracles ain't really real.
No.
You get what I'm saying? So like, it definitely takes time, man. It definitely takes time. You feel me? Like, as they say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You know what I mean? Real.
Yeah. I remember, like with Nipsey, like when me and Judas were in college. We were talking about Nipsey then, but Nipsey didn't blow up until like 10 years after that. You know, it wasn't until Victory Lap, like after that he finally gets the recognition. So he was really, I mean, it was literally almost a decades-long work for him to get to that level. So I think it's the same thing with music, with art. And you gotta continue. You're always working at it. I don't think you ever stop being an artist. You know, there's always work to do.
It's always, as they say, art is never completed.
Yeah.
Art is never completed. You know, you pick up something that's like, for example, as we see it now, like a lot of people in quarantine, they never like who really dropped a new album in quarantine? No, like think about it. It's artists that drop new albums, but did nobody really do that? Everybody dropped deluxes.
Yeah.
That was the thing, like
playlists.
Yeah, that was the new. So it's just taking the old music and putting it with some like 1 or 2, 3, 4 new records. But it's the same. It's the same album. So art is never done, and that's what I love about Kanye when he did Life of Pablo. When he did Life of Pablo, he put it out maybe like 3, 4 times with new songs on there. Until he was like, all right, this is the one. We're gonna go with this. Let it rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Hey man, art is a wicked thing, and it's just, you know, I think as an artist though, it's like you see the world as art. You see it as, you know, again, something that is never fully finished.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You know, it can always be touched up. It might be touched up. You might pick up something. You might do something now and pick it up like 5 years later, and like you finish it up, come back another 5 years and put another dot on there, you know? Yeah.
So, what about some of your past records? Like I know Dark Side of the Moon was about 2 years ago, and you had the other one 4 years ago. Like, what was your mindset then working on those projects? I mean, Dark Side of the Moon, when I listen to it, it's new music to me. So like when people listen to your old records in present day, like what do you want them to get out of it? Like what was your mindset making those projects?
Well, with Dark Side of the Moon, I wanted to highlight the fact that so my first ever like pieces of material I ever put out, they were EPs.
Hmm.
I put out something called The Rebirth. That was pretty much me accepting the fact of being a wolf, you know what I'm saying? Going into like the rebirth. It was the cover art was like a baby picture, and it was like burning. So it was like the rebirth of me, rebirth as me coming out as wolf. Then it was Last Night in Town. Then after that was called because I was supposed to drop two EPs and then the tape, the full length. I didn't drop the full length in time, so I had dropped a project called now it wasn't Sorry for the Wait. It was, hey, what was it called? It was like sorry for waiting, or thank you for the wait or some shit like that. And then after that, I dropped the project. I dropped the full length. The full length was Wolves Amongst Men. Okay. And so I felt like I never really embraced being that wolf character. And I'm like, all right, let me do that with this project. I named it Wolves Amongst Men just because, like, being around people, like, you're going to be a wolf or you're going to be a regular citizen. Yeah. Feel me? Like, it's either you going to make it or you're not. You going to turn up or you going to be, you know what I'm saying? So that was the Wolves Amongst Men. And I'm like, I need to go deeper. And then I did Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon, I got that concept off of when we look at the moon, you only see one side. You see the side that's lit up. Yeah. But you never know what's on the opposite side of the moon. And then I look at the moon as people, you know, you don't know what's on the other side of, you know what I'm saying? I could have some wild shit going on in my basement. You know what I'm saying? But like, y'all don't see that because I don't show y'all that. That's the dark side of me. It's the side that nobody sees. Like, you could be somebody who was always sad, but nobody ever really sees you happy, or vice versa. So, you do what I'm saying though? That's that whole concept of that. And so Dark Side of the Moon was the other side of me. So we came up with that. That did really good. It had a little bit of a variety. It had more, like, I got more into detail with who I am, like songs like Structure. Structure was one of them records that I connected more. I wanted to get deep. I wanted to talk about the friends I had. I wanted to talk about the shit I've been experiencing. You know what I'm saying? My relationship with my mother. Never really got to really just go all out and talk about her. You know what I'm saying? So I did that on that record. I got bop vibes, like party vibes, club vibes, like songs like Coop, you know what I'm saying? Or songs like Donuts. That's like, you know, you in the club, you feeling it. Oh, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I've been dancing on this. That's for way too long. Or you know what we finna get into. You know what I'm saying? It's just party vibe. Then I got shit that's like, just shows my lyrical flex. Like, I got songs on there like 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? Which just calling car, you know what I'm saying? I'm just rapping, like, I'm just really rapping. Or Scarface, lyrical man, slow to make your favorite daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like straight lyrics. Yeah. Then I got records that's real special to me, like songs like Champion and songs like King. I grew up with somebody. I grew up with a good friend of mine. We met in high school. You know, we was turned. You know what I'm saying? I was there when he had his kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm his son's guy's father. And you know what I'm saying? We just been tight. We done been through hella shit. We done shit, man. We done been through so much shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a show back in 2018. And I had a show. We have a venue here. It's a legendary venue in Cleveland called the Grog Shop. Turnt had performed it. We had the tape had dropped in, what was it? Was it October? The tape dropped in, I'm gonna say it's September. It was September, October, and then the show was in November. And we was turned like for like the holidays. So I never performed a record. So I did Champion, right? And Champion was one of them records that it was like that closet, like I just jumped out the mall. It was one of them records that was just fire. It was like a celebration, popping bottles, you just feel good. Yeah, I made the beat. And I was like, yeah, this is hot. And I was like, you know, he was coming up with something, I was coming up with something. I said, I had spinning what I had in my head. Like, yeah, that's cool. Then he had came up with something like, this is a rider over there, da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, that bitch hard. So I took that back with me with just the beat. And I took that back to the crib, and I recorded at my house. So I was like, I'm like, okay, I'm sitting on it. I'm like, this ain't really hitting the way I wanted to hit. So I had invited one of my friends over, and we was talking, we were whopping, and I had played her what I had recorded. She's like, yeah, this cool for real. And I'm like this ain't it. She's like, okay, I can see that. And and I was like, I don't know what it was, but I was right there with her. I'm like, man, it's like it gotta be something like, dog, I get fired, I get caught. It was like, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta leave. I gotta go do something. And so she left. I kicked her out. I ain't gonna hold you. I love you, Sade. But I had to kick you out though. You had to leave. I had to really tap in because I had kind of heard something, and when I had heard it, really right then, locked the door. I ran to the mic, put the headphones on, and I was like, it was like something like da car, da ball, and like and I kept that ball, and I just started. I was like ball, 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 and I was like, okay, well, I need to sauce this bitch up. I need to make niggas go crazy. I need to make people feel like they can relate to this. And like, I'm like, closet like we just jumped out the mall. I'm like, there it is. Closet like we just jumped out the mall. Whole squad, though. I was like, yeah, that's it. And then recorded that, took it over his house. He heard it. He like, he doing this, and he's just like, this is it. This is the one. And then at the time, it didn't have a sample in there. And so one thing was, I started making music before he got into the music, but he never really he always around people that made music. So he ends up producing. He's always saying like, bro, like you raw as fuck. You just need the right beats behind you. And so he's like, man, I'm about to get into this. I'm about to produce for you. So he produced that record for me. And the sample was it was Marvin Gaye, and I can't think of the other lady. It was the voice. It was the acapella. And so the acapella went, one can have a dream, two can make the dream so real. He slapped that on there. And I said, that's funny because that's our relationship. And so when he slapped that on there, the beat, he sampled what's their name? Queen. We are the champions.
Yes.
Because it's right in the beginning. It's that ding 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 ding. And so, but like he freaked it so crazy. It's like all you hear that ding 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 ding. And I had to make it my intro, and I called it Champion. After that, it was a rap. Yeah. So why that song is so special. And King was one of them records he had sent me to beat, and I just was like, I've been working, I've been out here moving, taking chances, and it's always something that he has always said to me: just take chances, take chances, and go hard. You know what I'm saying? Like take chances. Everything is a chance. Like you will never know how far you go unless you put that first foot forward. Whether it's me being here, but knowing that I made some connects and I go to LA to go to the studios with these people, and you never know, something big might happen. That's a chance that you got to take, and it's just with life. You got to take chances. You got to take the risk. So I took that. I took what he said and I made it turn into a song. But after, why these songs are so special? Yes, he made them, but also at the same time. He after that show, you know what I'm saying? He went home. He was on his way home, stuff like that. I'm in there building still. I'm turning up with the other artists. I get a call from his mom, like, yeah, come to the hospital, something wrong. So, just go there, man. It's just wicked because, seeing everybody there, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So, doctors came in and said that, you know what I'm saying, they did all that they could. You know, so it just sucked, you know what I'm saying? It sucks because, you know, another young black man's life is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed that it wasn't nothing that was like, you know, nobody took him out. You know what I'm saying? You know, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just, you know, when God wants you home, God wants you home. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. That's my brother for life. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's nothing that is when you build a connection with somebody to the point where you get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning to come outside just to take a ride so they can vent or go do some wild shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you've been there for me, man, and I've been there for you, and it's like, I'm gonna continue to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so like I said, I don't got no brothers or sisters. I got a brother, but he's way younger than me. So growing up, you know, and he on my dad's side, so it's not even like we even see each other on a regular type shit.
Yeah.
So when you grow up with somebody, again, when you've been alone pretty much most of your life, and you find somebody who y'all share the same similar qualities, and y'all just enjoy each other's presence. You know what I'm saying? There's been times where I've been to this man's house and shit, like I had to stay on his couch because I had nowhere else to go. At a point in time, I was homeless. It was a point in time where I had to use his house for an address to get food stamps. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go from that extreme, when it's times where this man go to sleep and you damn near got a key to the crib.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's different, man. So that hurt. That hurt. I still haven't healed from that. That's why I can understand why Kanye is the way he is. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's hard. It's hard. It's hard when you lose somebody, especially when you super close to somebody like that.
Yeah.
You don't, and until you get that real help. And that's another thing. Like you can go get help, but if you're not really getting the help that you really like, if you're not receiving that help the way you're supposed to receive shit, your life is not gonna get better. It's not unless you get that real help that you really, really are gonna need and accept. You're not gonna get better. Yeah. So that's why I go so hard on shit. That's why, hey, we done work hard for this. You can tell them my heart it did. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah.
For real. That's it.
Yeah. This is the Mighty Healthy Podcast. I'm Jeff. My friends call me Hefe.
Who this?
And it's long live over everything, the one and only Woulf, baby. You did.
Yeah.
Oh, have you worked on the drop at all yet for yourself? Or when you make a beat, are you gonna drop like or something so they know it's you?
Probably, man. I probably do something like, or something say like To the Moon or something on there, like, you know. Yeah. Or probably really though. You know what I do like? I like even though he got sued, like fuck Rick Ross.
Yeah.
But Maybach music, I think that's so sexy when a girl can do your drop for you.
Yeah.
So we got sued for that?
Yeah, because I guess he didn't never like really pay the girl.
Yeah. Oh, the girl sued him.
Yeah. The girl sued him, and so like I think they sell somewhere like I think she get percentages of his shit now. So
yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I'd rather do that versus being like sued for everything, because basically, I mean, she's on fucking everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit,
yeah, that's like something. Yeah.
And you gotta think, and then when you got like label and shit like that, you got artists that use that tag, so they getting sued too. Like, you know what I mean? This is like a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'll probably have a girl like, "Ooh, long live Woulf," or you know, "Oh, that's Woulf." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something sexy, something sexy. You feel me?
No.
You got anybody in mind, female celebrity wise, that you'd rather have, or they'd co-sign doing an HOWL for you, or like a drop for you?
Oh yeah, I got a couple. For sure. Megan, my DM is open whenever. If you ever need somebody to talk to, Megan, you want to do my drop for me? I like.
I don't know about Megan though, but she might have too much of that Texas, like Houston swing on her.
Oh, that's sexy. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's sexy. That's sexy. Hey, I can see that though. I can see that. Like and then when she do that, she stick her tongue out. That shit fire. That shit fire. You know who I love Janae.
Well, yeah, Janae, yeah.
That sensual voice. Oh man.
Yeah.
Like a cool. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I like older women too. Honestly, and I'm about to fuck y'all head up when I say this, but I get Kelly Clarkson to do it.
Yeah. Kelly Clarkson?
yeah. I love her country ass. She's something else. What? Yeah. Lonely and Woulf. Oh, that's fire. Yo, that's fire. That's fire. Selena Gomez for sure.
Yeah.
I'll take that back. I replace Selena with Ariana.
I was just gonna say Ariana would be good for that too.
Yeah, Ariana, she got a little bit more. That last record that she kind of put out was kind of dope. I think that soft voice, that
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was pretty fire. Pretty fire.
That'd be good to have. But Hefe, I mean, it's good. It's always good to bump into another Kanye fan like we are, of like his whole discography and everything too. And I was bringing it up to you earlier that we're coming up on the 15th anniversary of Late Registration, a very unsung, unheralded Kanye album, by the way, which I had to go back and visit myself because I forgot about, you know, everything he did on there. That was my introduction to Lupe Fiasco, which I really love, in my top 5 MCs of all time. I dare say, I'll go first, I guess. I'll dare say that there's no skips for me on that album at all, actually. Maybe the Brandy one, because she wasn't really used her full effectiveness, but it was a nice surprise to have it back after being gone for a while. But I felt that could have been done a little more. What was it? Bring Me Down, I think it was called, or on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there could have been more done with that. What was that?
Yeah, I think it was Bring Me Down.
Bring Me Down, yeah. The one with Brandy on it, where it was I didn't really feel that one that much. Surprisingly, I like the Paul Wall record of all of them more than that one.
We're talking about Drive Slow?
Drive Slow, yeah.
Drive slow, homie. You never know, homie. Yeah.
Put your hazard lights on when them hoes, homie. How that goes too.
Yeah. And you know what was wicked though about that though was the skits. The
good
skits.
Broke yeah.
Broke. We ain't got it.
Got it.
Broke. That was wicked. I mean, that was a great album because that had songs like Diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah.
The remix.
Oh, you know what?
With Jay?
Since you're a rapper, actually, tell me how you feel about this, because I felt like Ye did keep on subject with the remix because Jay was on it, but he kind of dumbed it down versus the original Diamonds where he was kind of spazzing on it. Like, I don't know who wrote that, who helped him write that one. Maybe Brian Fest or maybe like Consequence. But the 3 verses in the original Diamonds for me hit a lot more than the remix did. Even though the first time out, he didn't do like diamond related stuff or anything.
For sure. I think that, well, you know, in the remix, you know, they cut it. Because you remember when in the song he was like, they were going, they asked me when to go bring the chain back. Then the next question, like, hey, yo, where Jay at? Yeah. And then he cut in. Jay was like, yup, I got it from here. Yay, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, I think they played around with it to the point where it was like, I put that up there with like, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe remix.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like, the Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe remix, all right, he came in the same way, boom. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then Jay came right in just right after that verse. Yeah. So I think, man, I agree with you, but it was just all Kanye. That was all Kanye going in, doing what he do. And again, like, you know, Diamond, it was the Diamonds. That's the Diamond a Diamond Dash song. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, think about the charts. You got what? You got silver, gold, platinum, diamond.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he really showed out and really was like, yo, this is my shit. Remember, even the video was wicked.
Yeah. Yeah.
That video was cold. So I think he really I think his whole thing was, man, really to step out and just I got something I gotta prove.
Yeah, he did his thing because the first version, at least for me, had a lot of quotables, had a lot of just like memorable lines, bars going in and out. And then, you know, he did keep on topic again for the remix. I guess for the sake of Jay, he kind of maybe played Decide per se. I don't know how that goes, but
because I think he dropped a couple Rockefeller, because at the time it was Rockefeller, So I think he dropped a couple Rockefeller like lines in there. Because I know I think he said something about Beanie Man or Beanie Siegel. Like I think he said like a couple Rockefeller quotes in there in the remix versus in the original.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so he probably changed it up for Jay just because, like, yo, okay, this is Rockefeller. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rockefeller, my home. The main conflict diamonds. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
How'd you feel about that album, F.A.?
I think it was one of those classic albums. It fit. It was a great follow up to College Dropout. It was on point. The Diamonds record. When I hear the Diamonds record, I agree with Woulf. Like he definitely had to change for Jay and change from the original intention because he was just speaking about conscious, you know, things that were really happening with in Sierra Leone. But then you got to remember that there was also the Rockefeller breakup around that time. But those were the heavy talks. Like, was he going to stay with Jay or was he going to go with Dame? And I think it was on that record where he finally like pledged his allegiance to Jay over Dame.
Right.
You know.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. You remember when Jay said, "The name is mine. I'll take blame for that."
Mm-hmm.
You know. So it was kind of like Jay was like expressing that he got the victory over Dame on that record, you know?
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah. That's very true. Very, very true.
Yeah. Yeah, but overall, I mean, I think early on, Kanye was just making classic albums. College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, Dark Fantasy. Those are all up there. Like, you can't really take anything from it. Thinking about it now, I think it was T.I. that said that he had 5 classic albums, and people were debating: is there an artist that had that many classic albums? And if you think of Kanye, he probably has a lot of classic albums. Like he has those albums where you can listen to it from beginning to end without skipping it. And I think he's probably the only artist that has that. Probably.
I agree. I think you know he has the first 3, you know, the Saga, the Late Registration, College Dropout, Graduation.
Yeah.
We can just jump to Dark Twisted.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I consider this a Ye album, but Watch the Throne.
Oh yeah.
Watch the Throne. Wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wicked. And I love the fact that too at that time, right around that time, that was when really like the producers were starting to shine heavy because you had like you had people like Sonny Digital coming out of the woodwork. Like everybody knew Sonny Digital for fucking with like more like the street artists, not really too much of the mainstream artists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sonny Digital he was with 808.
Yeah.
So that was when like you seen like, okay, these producers in Atlanta are, I mean, they've always been a problem, but like the new age producers, oh yeah, they on some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like, you know, like again, you had songs like Ham, you had songs like you had Niggas in Paris. You know what I'm saying? Like even this cut, I love the cut with Beyonce on it.
Oh yeah, Lift Off.
I think it's because I like the moon and shit, but you know.
Yeah. I you know, when we look at it, when you think of all of the music that Kanye gave us, I mean, reaching that level, and then some of the personal losses that he took in his life, you can see why he's that way. And whether we like it or not, he kind of has to get a pass, you know, because I'm sure he had to tap into some places to make those records. Like, you really have to go deep to release certain records, to create certain pieces of art. And I think he was willing to go there. You know, I think just seeing some of the things that he goes through, things he talks about, you really have to go to certain places that many people won't go. And I think he went, and that's kind of like the consequence. It's kind of like if you ever saw, like, when Moses went up to get the 10 Commandments, and then he came back and his hair was gray and his beard was gray. I think, like, when you look at Kanye, after he gets to My Dark Twisted Fantasy, which was, that's up there. That's a beautiful piece of art. He comes back, and I'm sure, like, his mind has to be someplace else, being able to create some, you know, that quality of music. You know,
But then Dark Fantasy. I'm sorry to cut in, Wolf, but Dark Fantasy, wasn't that like kind of the apology albums of him doing the Taylor Swift thing the year before too?
Yes.
Like, he kind of felt like he had to make that one, I think. But it's good. We benefited from it too. But that's taking it back to, oh, you guys didn't love 808 so much, even though it reinvented kind of like the sound of the times and whatever else he had out going on too. But, you know, I'm sorry for it, but here's to make up for it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to go to some places because when you think about it, he's not sorry for what he did to Taylor, because he knew Beyonce, in his heart, he believed Beyonce was right, or deserved the award, but he had to make up for it. Like, I mean, Wolf, you probably know this better than us as an artist in creating, but you really have to tap into certain places to get some certain things out.
You do. Yeah. Because if you don't, like, I mean, what I'm saying is, when you tap in these places, it becomes more fluid. It become more, it's the feeling. You know what I mean? That's why, like, when you get into certain positions and certain situations, you're able to talk about these situations and events. And you have full understanding, full knowledge. You have that, again, you have that feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not going to, you can put things out that you haven't experienced, but will the people be able to feel that?
Yeah.
That's just plain and simple. I think though with Dark Twisted Fantasy, it was a little bit of everything, because at that time he was dealing with Amber Rose.
Yeah.
You know, the media, for some stupid ass reason, was calling him gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Obama called him a jackass.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was going through a lot of fucking shit. And then for him to make the movie that he did, or the little, like, that mini movie that he made for the album, I think that was we've seen shit like that, but I don't think we've actually seen it that fucking artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I had got the deluxe version. So I got the inserts. I loved it. Like, oh my God, the photo, mind blowing. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like, it's wicked. I think that, by the way, that album is like $50-$60 now.
Is it?
I believe so. Yeah. I remember when it came out, it was only like $20, I think, when it came out. Now it's like, it's up there.
Yeah.
You know, I think too, and kind of to go back though on what you said, Hefe, about like Moses going up to get the commandments.
Yeah.
I think the thing with the grand, like I be paying attention to shit like, okay, going back to the movies about Star Wars. Star Wars, like, if you watch like the first three that came out, right, which is 4, 5, and 6,
Yeah.
You know, Luke was wearing like, he was like kind of clumsy. He was wearing all white. But by the time he met up with his dad, and after that, he was wearing all black. He became the master. You know what I'm saying? And that shows wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at how things were presented, it shows wisdom. You know what I mean? Like it shows understanding, it shows knowledge. You did what I'm saying? And you gotta like think, and I think about it too. I think about like it's just growth. It's growth. When you see like watching Kanye do what was it, back in 2005, 2006 when he did the MTV Awards where he had the whole shit with the Jesus Walks on stage.
Yeah.
Like to see that, and then to see him do the shit with like, I don't know, the Phoenix girl, whatever the fuck she was. That's growth. The man was in a fucking tuxedo. That was growth. He was sitting at the table. You know what I'm saying? Like he was at the table. Like that's what to predict. Like he was there. Like he's, you know what I mean? He's there, and it's just, I don't know, man. I just think that it's showing when an artist can show growth, it can take things to the next level. They're ready to take things to the next level. Jesus didn't even have a CD cover for real. It was just a blank CD.
I think we ran through the gamuts with Woulf, of course. At Long Live Woulf with a U in the Wolf everywhere.
Yeah, working on uplifting life fully, baby. You did what I'm saying. Working on uplifting life fully. WOULF, LONGLIVE, Find me everywhere on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anywhere your mama at, your daddy at, that's where I'm at.
In their ears, in their hearts, in their minds, of course, at all times, especially with a single like Heartin' It, like you got out right now. Visual and audio everywhere you go. YouTube for the video for the nice leading lady part you did. You did us that solid of providing some very, very stimulating visuals. In all places, a laundromat, which, you know, I remember I ran into my supervisor of all people, female, by the way, at my laundromat. We used to live in the same village, Queens Village to be specific. She had on hot pants. She had a low stringy top on, everything too. 2 kids behind her too, so I recognized her right away. And then, you know, she felt uncomfortable enough to have to say hello to me. I was gonna like play the dummy and like, oh, I didn't see her at all. She came up to me and said, oh, hello, whatever. It's like, oh, hi, boss, by the way. This is very appropriate to find you on a Sunday, hot ass Sunday, hot pants on and everything too. And then of course she had to move accordingly because she thought I was gonna be up to something. Like, come on, me? Wow. You came up to me with that outfit on. That's offensive. And I still had to work under her of all things too. So wow. But is the laundromat lit like that out there in Ohio? You know, you got the baddies out there, skimpy, dressed all that like that out there?
Yeah. You know, you see some hard-working women up in that laundry room, you know. Yeah, you might catch something wicked. You might catch something wicked, but you know, you ain't gonna see nobody just taking their pants off and just.
FA likes the essential workers, especially the laundromat girls.
Exactly. Hard working, essential. You gotta say essential.
Essential.
Yeah.
Being sensual and essential.
Essentially essential. Yeah.
Essentially, there we go. Yes. Yes. Thank you guys again for having me on the podcast, man. I appreciate it. I had fun. I ain't had this much fun in a minute, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everything, guys.
Hey, thanks for introducing us to the new music. Yeah. Thanks for being on, man.
No, anytime, man. You know what I'm saying? We locked in now. I gotta send you guys some gear, man. So guys, send me like, you know what I'm saying, awesome. Send me your location and I'll get it to you guys, all right?
Cool. And Hefe, I think I speak for both of us when this thing's all over, the pandemic, we mean. I think we got to make a trip out to Ohio and check this guy out in person. See him do his thing on stage.
Yeah, come to a show.
Yeah.
Or shit. Hey, hey, the way we've been moving, you never know, man. We might go on our own tour. So,
oh, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working on a project right now, so you know we're gonna do everything the right way. We're gonna have a nice release party. I'm gonna do a couple different ones. I'm gonna start here in Ohio, and then we're gonna go around the different cities I've been, and just with relationships that I've had, and just you know, it's gonna be dope, man. We're gonna lay it out. Have moon like different entrees are gonna be based off of, you know, the theme of the tape. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be really dope. Really dope.
Nice.
Yeah.